Hello, Los Angeles Photojournalism Meetup group. Well, I did not expect the Spanish Inquisition, and I did not expect the COVID-19 virus. So here we are with a meetup group in a city that is at the beginning of what has the potential to be an exponential growth of infection. It would seem like it will be weeks and more likely months until we can have a face-to-face meetup again. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone and doing more photojournalism activities, but this is probably not the moment for that. We can, however, still meet up in cyberspace. We can use YouTube Live, we can use Zoom, we could even have our avatars meet up in a virtual world perhaps. So there are ways to meet up, and I've scheduled a YouTube Live meetup coming up very soon, so I encourage you to join that. This might be a good time to put your camera down and pull out Lightroom or Capture One or Photo Mechanic or whatever software you like to use. And if you're like me, you have this collection of images that you have processed and published, but you have a much more vast collection of images that you always meant to deal with, but you just didn't have time, and you kept moving. So all those images that you've never processed that you were hoping to get around to might be a good time to invest in that. Certainly I have those images, and frankly, I also have an enormous library of my father's Kodachrome slides. I've scanned a few of them, but there's a lot more that I haven't scanned. So hopefully I might be able to scan a little bit of that during this time. What we as photojournalists, social documentary photographers, street photographers are kind of in a tough position with is, it seems, do your own research, get the best information you can, make informed choices, but it seems like this is not really a good time to be out. If you're a working photojournalist on assignment, you got to do what you got to do. But if you don't have to be out, might be a good time to put the camera away. People who photograph still lifes, products, landscapes, they can keep working. For us, maybe not so good. And I would say that for me, for photojournalism, social documentary, the only thing that really matters is images of human beings interacting with each other. Anything else is not that important. Sure, the occasional historical image of a Flatiron building is pretty cool, but really it's people that it's about. And let me say that I don't at all mean to say that from the perspective of human ego, that we are so great or we are so important. If you look at the vastness of the universe, we are really tiny, really small, really insignificant. But that traditional idea of spacefaring intelligent life being something like the British Empire and ships colonizing the world, I don't see that ever happening. Any life intelligent enough to travel between the stars would have solved resource issues. They're not traveling to mine unobtainium or to make people slaves or batteries or food. The only reason you would travel is for knowledge. And the knowledge, not knowledge of physics, because they'd already know that, but knowledge of other life. Really, the only reason to travel would be, as Mr. Spock used to like to say, diversity. For all that other intelligent life could know, and could know far beyond us, they've certainly never encountered a life form like ours. They've certainly never encountered a cultural experience like Miles Davis doing a jazz improvisation. Not that they don't have things that we've never encountered, but what we do, who we are, is the best that we have to offer to the universe out there, and certainly to our family and our friends and our community and our culture. So it is with no intention to be grandiose about the importance of human beings. We are a small life form on a small planet, but the best that we have to offer to ourselves and beyond is what we are as human beings, the culture that we have created, the interactions that we have. in the moment of this virus, it's maybe not such a good idea to go out and try to create those images. So let's use this moment to have some online meetups and look at each other's work that we've done up to now and dive into our libraries and process images that we've got that we never had a chance to process. So I hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good so far. We'll see how the weeks and months ahead progress. Be well, be safe. See you online.